Okay, day number 4 in Hanoi, and I met a new friend, Julian. He's been living in Vietnam for 5 years.
5 years, yeah.
5 years, and I've been in Hanoi for 4 days. And every country I go to, Thailand, Philippines, Morocco, Portugal, Vietnam now, I always talk to someone local or someone that's been living there for a while, and Julian's been really cool. I've asked him some really good questions, but I think it'd be great to share some things that I think would be someone who is at a certain phase in their life, like 30s, 40s, 50s, or mentally in a phase where they're just in a different non-party phase. And as you guys know, I'm more health inclined. I'm a coach. I like to do the authentic, real stuff. So the first question is, Julian, 5 years of living in Vietnam. In Hanoi, 5 years?
5 years in Hanoi, yeah.
Okay. What is the biggest difference you found living here versus France, versus, he's also lived in Singapore. And where else have you lived?
Switzerland.
And Switzerland.
Yeah.
So what is the biggest difference between Vietnam, Hanoi, and all those three countries?
Yeah, it's the biggest difference I would say is maybe that related with the population. Population here is the population is majority very young. It's under 25, 30. So it brings a different mindset to the society, and I feel the people here are much more looking forward than us Western countries. We are much more focused on the past, on what we were before, and we are not really looking forward anymore. And here it's very, very motivating to be surrounded mainly by young people that brings this energy to the society. Yeah,
So-
many different. Yeah.
So you're saying that the young population is forward moving and forward thinking, they're inspired.
Yeah, that's very inspiring. That's very, very inspiring. As I would say, that's the main difference with especially European countries that are getting older and older over the year.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
and,
true.
and here you feel this energy. You feel it. That's great.
That's true. Okay, next question. What is the biggest difference between people here, their mentality, their mindset, versus the countries you've been to, which is Switzerland, France, Singapore?
That's difficult.
Tough question.
That's the question.
I only ask tough questions.
Yeah, no, I mean, here you have they go with the flow. You see, I don't know if sorry for my broken French accent, but I really feel the people they go with the flow.
Present moment?
Present moment, living the present moment. It's maybe related also with their religion, with their culture, Buddhism. But you have the feeling they don't try to force anything or to bring something that doesn't belong to the society. They always go with the flow. That's very. Yeah, to me, I like this easygoing way of life.
Yeah, that makes sense, because I had a conversation with a monk and a meditation session with a monk in Thailand, in Chiang Mai, and even their whole mentality is about make today the best today.
Yeah. Live the day. Whatever happens, accept it. Don't try to bring any barrier, any to build any wall in your life. Just go with it, and deal with it, and go with this flow. And that's something I love, and I learned here since I moved.
Yeah, that's hard. Being from New York and Toronto, I find that it's taken some time for me to get into that mode, because I'm always planning. You know?
Yeah.
And there's an expression, you can plan, but God laughs. So I think when you travel, you learn you have to adapt to so many, unpredictable things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Last question. What is the biggest advice you can give to someone who doesn't have the travel experience like you and I, and that wants to give traveling outside a try?
Whoa, okay. I would say be open, travel with a neutral eye, and more important, don't judge when you travel. Be always open to the difference, new culture, new way to life, and especially don't judge people. Be open to the difference. That's the most important thing.
So be open, don't judge.
Yeah, be open.
Open-minded.
Open-minded. That's the most important when you travel abroad.
Yeah, and also be okay with noise in the background while we're having a conversation. So I had a really good conversation with Julian. I hope you got some takeaways from that. And then when I got to the counter to pay for coffee, he paid for it. That is, I mean, so cool, man. Just so like cool. And all I had to do was have a conversation with him and ask him some good questions.
Turn left.
So, you know, the lesson from that is when you connect with someone, you pay it forward. So now it's my turn to pay it forward. So today I'm moving out of my Airbnb and checking out a boutique hotel in opposite the view of Westlake. And one of the things I want to share is being a traveler, I've always been attracted to real, authentic experience. And I also find that I want to do more local experiences. And doing Vietnam for the first time after doing Thailand and Philippines, I find that even in Southeast Asia, every country has their own experiences and cultures, and they're different. There's a lot of similarities in terms of family values, morals, values, food similarities, you know, like the rices, the noodles and stuff like that. But you really got to dig deep to distinguish. And I feel like Vietnam is so mystical. I've yet to figure it out and to really know it. But anyway, so for my takeaway. And you meet good people everywhere. You just got to put that energy out there, man. You just got to put that positive energy out there, really connect. And you know what that is? That comes down to one universal culture, humanity. So let that resonate with you. And it's so peaceful. This is outside the main quarter. And the trees, I mean, there's just a very peaceful vibe here.